7:20 in the morning and it's cold and we're at about 2,500 meters. Today I'm going to cross, well, I'm going to start running across the Andes. It's going to be 400 kilometers and it will take me about 6 days, and the highest point will be higher than anywhere in Europe. From this point on there is no shops until I get to the border. It's 160 kilometers to that border, so obviously I'm going to have to carry nearly everything with me in my stroller. A tour agency down here called Maxim Advent Experience, and I've given them 12 litres of water in 2 different containers, and tomorrow they're running a tour to somewhere a bit further down, so they're going to drop one with me tomorrow morning and then they're going to drop another one with me tomorrow night on their way back. All I've got to do now is go eat as much food as I can before I set off. Everyone keeps telling me it's going to be really cold, and I think it's really cold here, so we'll see what it's like up at 5,000 meters. So this is just a glimpse of nothing, middle of nowhere. I'm just freaking loving today. I may have had insomnia last night, worrying about a whole bunch of financial crap back home, but when you're out here, you just don't give a toss. As you can see here is a minefield sign. This whole area here is a minefield. Crazy, I've seen 2 or 3 minefields so far, which is just something you would just not expect. Just shy of 3,500 meters, which means I've gone up over 1,000 meters today. It's really hard work. I haven't been at this altitude since Ecuador. It's really taking it out of me. Pushing the stroller is really tired. My arm muscles are getting tired. And there's another 1,300 meters to get to the top. So I'm struggling at 3.5. 4,000 is going to be difficult. 4.5 is going to be really difficult. Getting close to 5,000 is going to be a bitch. Just take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. If I have to walk it, I have to walk it. But 4,000 meters, and it is phenomenally beautiful. You can see all the way down where I've come today. So right down there bottom of those kind of shady bits, that's San Pedro de Atacama. 31 kilometers away, and I'm knackered. And there's another 800 meters up into the top. I don't think I'm going to make it today. I would have loved to have made it today, but I've kind of made my peace that I'm not. I tried to sleep on the side of the road, and some French tourists came past and stopped. I'm like, you're okay. I thought I was ill. But it is starting to get quite cold, so that's another reason for setting up tent early, because it does get apparently really cold up here. Morning, it's the 22nd of November. I am at 4,260 meters. I think this is the top point I've got to get to today, which is 4,820 something meters, or round about there. This is where I camped last night, just off the main road. Actually incredibly quiet, not many cars coming past in the middle of the night. Unsurprisingly, I am suffering a little bit from altitude sickness. I've got a really clogged up head. Hopefully I can just pull through. Just got my porridge and coffee on the go. I seem to have emptied my whole belongings last night. But good news is I had an awesome night's sleep. I have not been sleeping for the last 4 nights. And it's because I've got internet and stuff on my mind. You bring me out here, I don't know nothing to worry about. Right, I'm at 4,600 meters. I've got 200 meters more to go. This is the view that I've been enjoying for the last day and a bit, and it is spectacular. These kind of lovely mountains and volcanoes, and the 2,200 meter climb I've just done up to here. It's been hard. Honestly, I've had to walk quite a lot, and my heart rate's been like 140. Hopefully I'll be able to start running. I need to make up some kilometers and then get my ass going, because I want to try and make up as many kilometers as possible. So guys, have just dropped off water at kilometer 55-ish. They've dropped off water at 77 and then 111. Now 111, having water there gives me enough to get to the border. So no matter what happens between here and there, I'm pretty much sorted. So that just gives you a pickup, a buzz, and hopefully I'll be able to transfer that into some pretty positive running now, so time to keep making kilometers. Wow, this is way harder than I thought it was going to be. Way more beautiful than I thought it was going to be as well. It's like I'm in the middle of the Andes. I'm at 4,700 meters. And wow, the wind is ridiculous. It even blew my camera off my stroller onto the road, and I had to go back and get it. It's the only point where I've actually cried pretty much the entire trip. Sorry, my stroller's just disappearing by itself. Yeah, amazingly beautiful, amazingly difficult, and so many people have been nice in stopping, but it's just really hard to get any sort of pace and continuity going. The wind is so demoralised. It's like having someone shouting at you all the time, and all I'm thinking is, where the hell am I going to pitch a tent tonight? Oh, this is really difficult, and great fun, exhilarating, and so glad I'm doing it.
Morning. It's really sodding cold out there. I'm trying to work out how the hell to get up. I really want to stay in sleeping. I've got a headache, I think, from the altitude. My brain's not working. I'm lying in my tent, snuggled in my sleeping bag. It's probably a really cracking view outside. Yeah, that's where we are. Sun. As soon as that sun gets to my tent, it's going to be warm, but the problem is there's a big mountain in the way. I'm going to get up. This is motivating me to get up. Get up, get up, get up.
I am now at the highest point I will be at for the rest of this expedition. From here I kind of start my descent to Buenos Aires. I'm suffering a little bit from the cold. It's absolutely freezing up here. It was -3 or something in my tent last night. Suffering a little bit from the kind of altitude sickness. Feel a bit wheezy, sore head. Took my first ibuprofen for a really long time this morning. It's kind of all downhill from here. Not in terms of enjoyment and all that. Literally, it's all downhill from here. German people I met said they were going to place water down the road for me. I got to this point here. There's a J on the road. I cross over to the other side. There's a pile of rocks here. We pull back the rocks. Look at that! Bottle of Coca-Cola and a whole bunch with gas as well. Amazing. There's my hoard of water. This is me running through the Andes. Look at my scenery behind. And I'm going about 12 kilometers an hour. So the wind flying behind me. High altitude. But body's amazing, it just adapts and gets on. It's blowing at my back all day! It's insane! Look at that! Not a sandstorm, it's a brick storm. So I'm wearing my jacket because my flesh is just getting sucked away by the horrible grit. I've arrived in Argentina, which is amazing! And can't believe how quickly I got through Chile. What a remote border crossing. This is it here. Jama or Jama. I'm in Argentina! How freaking awesome is that? 14th country on my trip, and we're last. If I was just trying to do from Canada to Argentina, I would